Hello, everyone. Welcome to Salty Sweet Games. Welcome to Against the Stars, a Burn Bryte campaign co-produced with Roll20. Super excited to be back here with episode 3 of season 2. We've got a lot of information to go through today. But before we get to some having conversations with interesting NPCs, let's go over some channel stuff real quick. First of all, again, this show is co-produced with Roll20, our virtual tabletop of choice, our sponsor. They are amazing. We would not be able to do this show without them, quite literally. They are the, publishers of Burn Bryte, the system that we play here. They're amazing. We love them. We've got links and all that stuff. We've got plushies. It's great. We love what they do. Hopefully they love what we do. I think pretty much we can say that they love what we do. So they're great. Check them out. But as being part of working with Roll20 and all that stuff, our donation stuff here on the channel today is a little bit different as it is with the series in general compared to most stuff. As we are partnering with Roll20 to raise money on the Tiltify campaign for Code 2040. Code 2040 is a nonprofit that equips Black and Latinx technologists and their allies with the tools, connections, and care that they need to advocate for and achieve racial equity in the industry. Basically, it's a really awesome nonprofit. Through the Tiltify campaign, we've raised a lot of money through here, and we've got donation incentives. Basically, at every $50, we introduce a plot complication, which is always fun. We love twisting the story a little bit. And at every $100, thanks to Roll20, we get to give away a Burn Bryte starter pack. Essentially, it gives you everything that you need to play Burn Bryte. That includes the core rule set. That includes a starting adventure if you want to just get going with adventure. It also includes like map tiles and all that stuff. If you were here last week and you saw the maps being made and how I had to make a map in about the course of 5 minutes while I was GMing, that was through the map tiles. They're great. They're really easy to work with. So at every $100, we get to give away a whole bundle, which is really awesome. If you can't donate, or if you just want to share the word about the show, basically at every 15 retweets of our going live tweet, we have a weekly faction poll. Essentially, you get to help decide which factions get to move forward in their scheme, because there's a lot of them, and they all have their own plans and ideas of what they want to do in the Galactus Galaxy. So it gets to kind of just build in what's going on behind the scenes. If you want to support the channel directly, though, we've got some, donations, subs, all the normal stuff. We've also got a merch store. Basically, there's a lot of different ways to support us as well. Last but not least, we here at Salty Sweet Games use safety tools. Basically, because no matter what happens to the characters, we want to make sure that our players are enjoying themselves and having fun. All right, let's go and say hello to all of our wonderful people. Tell us who they are, who they're playing, all that good stuff. Let's start off with Lauren. Hello.
Hey everyone, I'm Lauren. I'm that salty ginger over on Twitter and the salty half of this channel. Today I'm playing Vala Salabralta, who's an Oran, which means she's made of crystal and she's big and strong. And gets smooches.
The most important part.
It is.
All right, and let's go over to Jess. Hello, Jess.
Hi, hello, it's me, your floofy friend, Jess. You can find me at go_JG, pretty much all the places online. And today, at every Wednesday, I get to be Walala Oodles Diesel S. Lebo, your Gleed friend. Hi, hello. So happy to have you who has finally redeemed themselves. Yes, so happy.
It took a while.
All it took was stealing a ship, a space ship.
Redeeming yourself through stealing a ship. Right. All right, let's go over to Sam. Hello, Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam. My pronouns are they and she, and I bring to you today Sailor Vandal, who is an Eno, so they're a cat person with snake eyes, but this particular cat person is in a three-piece suit and gets smooches, but mostly shoots guns. I feel like that's mostly what's been going on recently.
Shoot guns good.
Shoots guns good. We're gonna shoot some guns. It's great. Also has a toxic bite, but we'll get to that.
We only introduce it every episode and only have it actually occur once a season, maybe.
Yeah, it's great. It's fine. Nova abilities. They're really
Hey.
cool.
So hard for them.
All right, and let's go over to B. Hello, B.
Hello, hello. I am B Zelda. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. And I join you here today as 100,000 bugs in the shape of a wallaby. I am the captain. We are the captain of the Wicked Wallaby, and we care mostly about the safety of our crew, about how to get Argent, and how to redeem ourselves while making Argent, ensuring the safety of everybody else, and making ourselves look good. You know, there's a lot of things that we must consider in order to achieve success for all of us.
Yep, for sure. Definitely not sketchy at all.
Mm-mm.
Everything's above board.
Always.
Right, and I am Kienna. My pronouns are she and they. I am the GM for this campaign. I play everyone else in the Alaxis Galaxy and perhaps the Alaxis Galaxy itself. Before we dive in, let's do a quick recap of what happened last time. The crew of the Wicked Wallaby had been tasked with a job, courtesy of their friends over at the Order of Heroes. Essentially asked to go and rescue a group of captives who had been taken by the Daylight Cult, potentially for, and likely for the use of a sacrifice. Because we love that here, cults and all that stuff. In that group of captives that they were told about included a Overguild boss and a scientist from the Order of Heroes, as well as a few just general merchants who had been caught up in the fray here. The job took them all the way to the outskirts of the Marthong system, a system where the titular planet belongs to the Ovens, but this is a satellite planet that sticks more to the edge. This verdant green jungle of a planet seemed kind of mostly normal, other than the giant trees and the heavy oxygen environment, until they came face to face with the laser beast. Thankfully, they managed to escape notice from this laser beast and got to casually follow it as it sought out sources of light, bringing the crew of the Wicked Wallaby and this laser beast to the scene of a ritual in progress, as they spotted a group of daylight cultists alongside one particular Green who seemed to be in more of a leadership position, controlling this and evangelizing about this ritual. Thankfully, to some quick thinking and quicker combat skills, the group was able to take down not only the cultists, but also distract the laser beast with some tricky maneuverings of ships and stealing the Daylight Cult ship and luring it away.
I told y'all those pilot controls. I told y'all. I knew it.
I mean, they were very good.
They were good.
And finally, in the more quiet aftermath of all that, you've got your group of prior hostages, now rescued people, just chilling on this platform, this strange stone platform where this giant stake had been raised that was glowing that bright amber light, assumably the centerpiece of this ritual. So, what would you all like to do?
Departing this area. I do believe that we only had about an hour of air to breathe before we all combust. Well, we are not sure those were the exact words of Max, but we do fear for our safety.
I think Vala is still, like, glowing. Like, her whole body is still just, like, gently glowing. Just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if she should move or stay very still. I think she opts for staying very still.
Just standing there. All right. The kind of, like I described, this kind of fossilized wood at the very top of the stake has stopped its glowing now that the ritual has been interrupted, but it's still there. And you see the one Vernon who's been placed in a box, because how else do you keep a swarm of bugs in one place? It's very nonchalant, as he seems to kind of look over all of you with his many little eyes, and it just says, "Well, you're gonna free us, or?"
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
like Vandal's that's probably what Vandal would be doing next anyway, so
Cool.
maybe we leave box bugs for last.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, so you can deal with, there's several, like, as I said, there's just civilians, merchants, who had been caught up and had been very spooked throughout this entire process. There's the one Zevoy who, Jevzo, you had some conversation with. For more description, this one Zevoy, kind of yellowish in color. For those who don't know, Zevoys are like space slugs, big space-like people. She has a pair of glasses that's kind of, you're not sure how they're perched on her face, because they don't really have noses, but it's working somehow. And basically, where her antennas had been kind of sticking straight up in some form of tension, had now finally kind of relaxed a little bit, as she kind of sways a little bit back and forth in her seated position. This one Vernon, it's just kind of just vibing here. Yeah. So you're gonna let the Vernon out last?
Yeah. He's vibing.
Yeah. Throughout this entire thing, Zevzo has noticed just how chill he's been despite everything.
We are in awe. We aspire to that level of chill.
What is his name again?
This guy's name,
Nevzar. An extra.
Narmaz.
Narmaz.
So this is the person I need to talk to.
yes.
Cool. So I'm absolutely leaving him for last so we can have like a quick like I'm letting you out of the box. By the way, let me introduce myself.
Okay.
Is Narmaz familiar?
Yes, Narmaz is
Cool.
extremely familiar.
I'm looking. I've turned around and I'm just looking at the jungle. I think I see something. Wow.
Maybe it's that hole in the canopy that was created when
Oh yeah.
the ritual was wrong.
Oh.
Pilot Vala, might you grab this stake and bring it to the ship? We think this would be another wonderful artifact to give to a individual who will pay us a lot of argent.
Right. Yes. Of course. What is this? The steak?
It's
The steak, it
the
is very
giant
large.
sacrificial steak.
We cannot carry it.
I got it.
So you just casually exit the scene.
Yep. I'm real good at it. I'll make a roll if you want. I would actually like to.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Cool.
I'm gonna say this is only a difficulty 2. You have handled these before.
Yeah.
You have some
Oh,
familiarity.
I meant to exit the scene.
Oh, to exit. Oh,
No.
never mind. Okay, exiting the
So
scene is
funny.
3.
Great.
Difficulty 3.
I'm gonna do a suave.
Okay, let's go.
Oh shit!
Damn.
I'm so
Wow.
smooth with my difficulty 3 on a D4.
Damn, that's no. I'd have to pull up the success
The
chart, but
probability.
that is
Yeah.
so low.
Look, I got the steak. I'm just looking so good with it, Shows off my muscles.
Yeah, that's like a 37%
Yeah,
success
it
rate.
is.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
So you just casually walk out with the steak, no biggie. I think this is about the time that Vandal, you're at the box and you're starting to actually undo all of the fastening. So managed to avoid that. Yeah, and as soon as you pop open that box, Vandal, this Ronan, who kind of didn't really have a shape because he was in a box.
Box shaped.
Yeah, it's box shaped. Just kind of slowly rises, and in that process forms into this humanoid shape. Certainly more around your height rather than Zevzo's wallaby size. And even with what can be made out of features when you're 100,000 bugs, there's this kind of very, this nonchalant smile.
Honestly, dig this guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry for the delay. By the way, my name is.
Pull this out every couple of episodes.
Yeah. Eronze Amien Davi Azil Ciele Vandal Zaiv. But it's a pleasure to meet you, Narmaz.
Yeah, nice to meet you, kid. And takes your hand and
We're
shakes
just
it.
gonna have
Yeah.
a bug shake. Beautiful. Love it.
Like, imagine shaking hands with a being made out of bugs.
No.
It's
Under normal circumstances, I would not like to imagine that. No.
like, no. Yeah, so he shakes your hand pretty, firmly just the once. And tilts his head a little bit. Hey, you wouldn't happen to be and there seems like he is snapping his fingers as he's
Yes,
he seems
I
to be.
would be providing my mother's name if I could
Yes,
find where I had written it
it's
down.
fine. Long ass name.
Yes.
The thing about names is that you do have your parental names in there, like your parents' names, so he would eventually put it together.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Huh, this wasn't exactly the circumstances I was expecting to see you, but it's good to see you nonetheless.
Glad we got to you before you were daylight dust or something.
I'm sure I would have figured out a way out of it.
Oh, I believe you.
Kind of looks around. Well, I do have business with your mother, but unfortunately all my stuff's over at Marsan right now because wasn't exactly expecting to be here right
That's
now.
fine. We, the crew of the Wicked Wallaby, would be happy to give you a ride back.
You hear a gasp in the background.
I think at that point Narmad just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, Vandal, and pats it, and then and then looks over at Zevzo. Oh, and you seem to be a good friend
This
with
is
the
the captain.
telepathy trick.
We have looked up to you ever since we were larvae.
I think that grin on his face just seemed to widen, and that you see the kind of the glow behind it, the way that most of the Ronin seem to form their expressions. Well, ain't that sweet of you, kid?
That one time where you captured where an entire spaceport, we were in awe. We have dreamt of capturing a spaceport and pillaging them of all of their supplies, but we've never quite had that ability.
Super casual, really casual conversations I have with your hero. He walks up closer to you, in the ways that Ronan can walk, which is kind of more just flying, but in a formation of walking.
Yeah, we imitate walking. We don't really walk.
Yeah. And he looks at you, and he doesn't do that thing where he leans down to your size or anything. But he definitely shifts a little bit to be a little more eye to eye with you. And says, Well, that's a story I haven't heard in a real long time. It's been a few years since I've done something like that.
Will you tell us about what you have been doing?
Eh,
Unless it's top secret, we will not pry, but we are very curious.
not super top secret, just not boring stuff at this point. All the exciting stories are behind me, unfortunately. Just sometimes you just gotta sit back, relax, do a little bit of arms dealing.
We understand. Truly. Well, Lala, where are they? They must come and meet you.
Well, where are you?
I specifically had to go look on the map because I was literally under the ship icon still. So I was still hidden. But yeah, because the captain gave me direction to scoop up as much stuff as possible. And I'm such a small little floof that I'm slowly floofing my way over to where everyone is with my tentacles full of things. And and upon hearing my name, I'll move a little quicker. I'll be like, "Oh, Captain, I've brought you everything I collected from the ship."
Well, Lala, we would love for you to meet Narmaz. Narmaz, please, this is my crew, and they are very good at, borrowing things from the enemy. Look, why they grabbed this. Is this a knob to
it's a lot of piles of trinkets. Like, you don't even, you're unsure what the monetary value here is.
We believe this is just dice. And this looks like
Oh, that's good. We lost the dice.
Yes. Well, we believe that Max lost it, not me or anything. We would never. But Walala, yes, you have done very well. We can use all of those items.
Great. Thank you. And it's very nice to meet you, Narmaz. Anyone that the captain appreciates must be an extremely wonderful being.
Oh, yes, wonderful and not sketchy at all. Definitely like another grin and just says, well, looks like you got your arms full there, so I'll let you get on to wherever you're putting that. Looks around. Where y'all have a ship, right?
Oh, we do. We are not merely a captain of nothing.
Well, mind me showing me what you got? I'm curious at what kind of ship of running like yourself would be piloting and getting.
We would be honored. Vandal, would you like to do the tour with us? Well, Lala has to
Sure.
put away all of those things. We've already sent Vala to the ship. We are going to take that stake. We think that we can flip it for a decent amount of argent.
Yeah, so you can start heading there, but Lala, as you're starting to floof over, something you're passing over this stone platform, and like I noted last time, the stone platform here doesn't look like it was placed here by the daylight the same way that the stake was. This clearly had been here for a very long time and almost integrated into this world and this jungle. You can see where moss has and growth has crept around it. But this platform catches your eye. Where you had just been kind of like running back and forth and not really paying attention to it. And now that people are starting to move off of it, you see that there are intricate stone carvings across the surface. You see what looks like to be a series around like the ring and the edge, a series of symbols repeating in many ways or in various iterations. Lines that have been grouped into 4s, 8s, 16s, very specifically. and as it seems to spiral, as these symbols spiral in, they seem to be going into or coming out of this creature that is carved into the center, a serpent-like creature that it's a little bit harder to see the details as time has passed. But this serpent-like creature, it seemed to have 6 large clawed paws of some form, spines crushed across the coiled back of it, as its mouth seemed to be open. And again, those series of symbols in 4s, 8s, 16s seem to be coming from or going into it.
I drop everything I was holding.
Okay.
And I drop to like I imagine it's like, in a cartoon where there's like that really cartoony double take.
Yeah.
Or I'm like making my way to like this ship, and then like pause and backtrack, dump and drop, like just and then go down, and I'm like using all my floof as much as possible to clear this out and kind of look at it, and then I'm like, oh gosh, oh my gosh, and I'm like gonna hit my communicator and be like, Eva, I think I found something. Do you want to come? I think it's safe to come out of the ship now. If you want to come over here and look at cool stuff with me, I think I found cool stuff.
I think you just hear very quiet. Oh, okay. It was a very bumpy ride. There was a lot going on.
Oh, okay. If you'd feel more comfortable staying inside, you can do that. I'll take. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll take photos. I'm gonna call Cam. I haven't called Cam in a while.
You haven't called Cam for a while.
Cam in a while, so I'm gonna call Cam.
Yeah. What does Cam look like again? What is Cam? What does Cam look like?
So Cam is my like high tech, connected to like I have what is like future sci-fi tech, super see-through iPad that connects to my computer system, which connects to Cam, my camera that responds. It's not a full AI, but Walala has in their mind given it a personality and probably fitted googly eyes onto Cam the camera, who can float around and take photos so that Walala doesn't need to use any of their many tentacle arms to do stuff. Cam can just respond to their voice and take photos and communicate back and forth between Walala and their smart slab. And so yeah, I haven't needed Cam in a while because I have a new friend.
Yeah, so Vala, as you're down in like the smuggling part, like the secret smuggler's basement of your ship, you just see Cam just like pop up and just fly past out of the ship, and Zevzo and Vandal, as you're starting to enter, you just see phew, as Cam just flies past you. Yeah.
Cam.
And Walala, yeah, you can have Cam take pictures of this for you.
Yeah.
And as you're doing this, you hear the voice of Eva come through again. So, what's out there? I know it's a jungle, planet, place. And I think Max said we were being chased by a laser beast.
Oh yeah, we got rid of that. That's gone now. There was the daylight cult was here. And I think everyone fought them off like really I don't know. I was in a spaceship. So I overrode a spaceship, I guess you could say, and sent that shining and flying away, and the laser beast followed that. So now I think we're safe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the captain and Vala and Vandal all took care of the daylight cult. I'm pretty confident they would have taken care of that. But yeah, it's mostly safe out here. But if you're comfortable in there, that's fine. I'll send the photos back to you, and you can start taking a look at them. There's something here with like what looks like maybe an ancient, because it's very old and somewhat worn away. And there's symbols in out of character 369.
4 8/16.
4 8/16. Wow, I was way off. 4 8
and 16. Yeah.
Okay.
I will be shocked if someone picks up what I'm putting down here right away.
Yeah, 4 8/16. So it's okay. Yeah. So it looks like we might have some new friends coming aboard the ship. The captain and everyone are bringing them on board now, and Vala should already be there loading some stuff up. If you want to check out what she's doing, but yeah, I'll be sending these photos in, and we can discuss them when I get back because it looks very interesting.
That does sound very interesting. Huh. And basically, Eva has been just holed up in your room, Walala, like when you're not around, or when you're out and about, and she just wants to stick inside, and.
She's been through a lot. I don't want to bug
her. Cool. So as Cam is taking all these pictures, there's something else that catches your eye.
Oh dang! So much cool stuff.
Cool stuff. Along the edge, of this platform, like in the actual grass or greenery, you see a couple of small flowers, and they stick out to you because they're not the same emerald green that everything else that's growing on this planet is. They're a very small, delicate series of blooms, which seem to glow very softly, and are colored blue. And they just seem to, there's just like maybe 3 of them that exist around.
They're like big or small?
They're quite small. They're like, for us, like about this.
And there's 3 like unique to the environment here. Like it's
they
mostly.
They don't seem to fit in.
Oh, Cam, come look at this. Cam, Eva, we found something else.
What is it now?
Some flowers, I think. Can I like go right in till my face is like almost touching?
Yes, absolutely.
And I want to immediately sniff these flowers with my face because that's one of the things I can taste smells.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I'm analyzing them as a glean would. I'm just trying to communicate this as we are beings that don't, taste smells with our head glands, with our forehead crystal glands. But Walala
don't exactly eat like humans do.
Yeah. I just want to make it clear that this is.
Yeah, no, that's fair. What does this smell taste like? Okay.
Well, I'm trying to see, like, is it, can I tell immediately, like, is it organic? Is it actually a flower? Is it, you know what I mean? Is it like.
That's really interesting. Okay. I'm going to need some form of roll here, I think.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Let's do that. Oh, that's not me. Why did I pull up? Vala, I'm rolling with your sheet.
Get out of my sheet, Jess. Get out of there. There are secrets there that you know not of.
Oh, I didn't even get that far. Is this, would you say, I wouldn't say medicine, knowledge?
This feels like a knowledge.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna say that this is a difficulty 3.
Fair. Difficulty 3. Click of that button. Roll.
Yeah. Okay. So as you get up close and personal with this one flower, and you start to analyze the smell from it, it does in fact seem to be organic. It does have what very faint scent you pick up on. It's my brain's trying to figure out how to explain this.
Just make it up. It's not
Yeah,
something
no,
that we as humans can
I'm
comprehend.
trying to think of how to describe this.
It smells like blue.
It smells like music.
This is the coolest freaking thing.
What?
That's how I'm going to describe it. It smells like music.
Oh my god.
And although it is organic, there is unmistakably to you the presence of magic, of power. Not as if it was designed to hold this, but as if it had grown from it.
Oh, okay. So then now I definitely gasp and like, oh my god, Eva, Cam, Eva, oh my god, ah! And then I don't finish what I'm saying. I just proceed to look down to try and find the source of the flower. Like I'm now going down further, trying to look where this is emanating from.
Yeah, you kind of do some fun little clambering, and it seems to be growing from beneath this platform.
Oh, from underneath. And so what was the platform? The platform was stone?
It was stone and set in the ground mostly, but there was a little bit of a ledge that did come up from it, like a couple of inches. But it seems to be growing partially from under and out.
Okay. Oh my god, Cam. Oh my god, Ava. Wait a sec. I should probably Captain, I don't want to interrupt. I know you're talking to someone really cool right now, but I think I found something really cool. And if you would like me to not bother you, I could instead bother Vala or Vandal. But I think I found something.
We are a little occupied at the moment. Could you perhaps call upon Vala?
Okay. Thank you, Captain. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And then I beep out and immediately beep in, Vala.
So these comm badges we have, they really pick up your voice very well.
You're still in the secret smuggling compartment.
Into my little ear holes. Yes, can I help you, Walala?
I'm glad to hear that the comms pick up voices really well. But I think I found something really cool, and I messaged the captain, and captain sent a message you, so I'm talking to you right now about this.
I'm so pleased. I can come to your position. Is that, very cool, neutrally cool Rornan? If I were to walk out of this ship, I wouldn't pass by him.
Is this on our channel?
This is on me and Walala's private channel that we have for our friendship.
Just checking.
Walala's speaking very loud, so if you're anywhere still within their vicinity, that's up to you, Vandal.
No, it's okay if it's just yous.
Okay. Cause yeah, at this moment, like if there was a camera peeping over this forest and kind of showing you this beautiful forest view, at this moment when Vala says that, Wallace's head you would suddenly see a yellow floof like floof up, out of what was otherwise this pristine jungle environment, and they would look around. I know that person is with the captain. Captain seemed very interested in that person. So I don't see either of them at this moment.
Perfect. I will be there with you. Sweet.
Okay, cool. Disappears back to the ground.
I'm gonna go meet Walala without seeing Narmaz. This is going really well.
I mean, it sure is, and I mean, Zemzo and Vandal and Narmaz, as well as the other people who are, you know, being rescued, are on the ship, are in the living area, and so you can kind of just clamber out of the smuggling compartment.
Zemzo has the audience. They are
and
telling
skedaddle
them about
out.
the battle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like Vandal's making tea, however you make tea on a
However you would like to
future
make tea on a spaceship.
pot of Earl Grey hot.
Yeah.
You know,
Awesome.
making sure everybody's comfortable. They just went through a big traumatic experience.
Yeah, that's fair. It is a little crowded on the ship. You are used to having 5 beings, and now there's easily, you know, an additional like 10. So it's a little more crowded than you're used to. But yeah, Vala, you scamper out.
I 007 out. It's there
Okay.
are roles involved and like
I mean, if you want to.
shimmying along walls. Yes, I do.
Is it necessary at all? Potentially not, but it looks cool.
I believe it is.
Probably very necessary.
All right. So yeah, so you make your way, Vala, back over to the sacrificial area where where you see Walala just pressed to the stone, and but in the way that their head is kind of tilted down to the ground, almost as if trying to do a headstand, but not quite.
Yeah, good energy over here. What's going on?
Head pops back up. Oh my gosh, Vala, this is so interesting. I mean, look at this right here and all the writing and stuff. And then there's also symbol, but over here. And then like goes over towards the flowers. These aren't just their, oh my God, they're magic. And over here, this is part of it. It leads back down. Oh, I can't believe it.
Okay. So what am I seeing?
So
I only listen the third time I hear things, so
it's cool.
Thank you.
So you see this big stone platform where the
Yes.
sacrifice was and the ritual was
Yes.
going to be made. Now see, because people aren't on it anymore and there's no stake on it anymore, that there's the stone carving in it. Again, this kind of like spiraling ring of symbols and 4s, 8s, and 16s, leading to a serpent-like creature that's within the center of it. There's a flower that Walala's pointing out, but there's a couple of others of that same flower that's along the growing on the very edge of it, and it seems to be that they seem to be growing from under and out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Quick question: was our Laxi a giant snaky thing?
Yes, in
Yay!
fact,
High
Arlaxi was a
five!
giant, Arlaxi particularly was like a giant snake with wings, with with these rainbowy wings.
I listen sometimes. Okay.
So yeah, so you're kind of getting a sense this is somewhat similar. It definitely doesn't look like Arlaxi,
but yeah.
same vibes.
Is it like? Does it look like a map?
Does it look like a map? I think I want to roll here.
Is that a sexy thing I just said?
Yes.
Thank you. Well, yes, I would love to make a roll. I would love to make a knowledge roll, maybe. Oh, well, yeah, I can make a knowledge roll.
Yeah, whatever roll you'd like.
Yeah. What's the difficulty?
I'm gonna push this to a 4.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm likely gonna fail this.
That's
But,
fine.
you know, getting my... Oh, damn! She succeeded! I'm on fire today. I'm on fire. No, I was
Shit,
on fire
okay.
last time.
Everything was on fire last time. Okay.
Yes. I'm getting... Yes, go ahead, Kienna.
You look at this. And you're starting to look at the groups of symbols. Now, you've never seen these symbols before. There hasn't been anything. But again, there's this groupings of 4s, 8s, 16s. You're starting to... and as you're thinking about this, and you're kind of trying to put this, maybe this is a map, maybe this is some form of thing, you're like, wait a sec. These are music notes. 4s, 8s, 16s. Quarter notes, 8s notes, 16s notes. That's why I was like, I'm going to be shocked to figure this out on your own. There would be other stuff to lead up to it, I promise, but you rolled so damn well. Yeah, you rolled so damn well. So you're realizing these are music notes. And these aren't like put in a random positioning, then these are in a specific order. And you're thinking that likely the order comes from where the mouth of this creature is outwards.
Oh. So Vala has just been like, I imagine Walala is still like going on, right?
It's just like you are having to like be studious and study this while they are like they are so excitedly just talking about everything at you right now.
And it's like Vala just like zones out while it's happening, and then all of a sudden, just in the first like moment of silence, Vala just says, "It's a song."
How did you know? Yeah, it smells just like music, right? I didn't think that you could tell that too. Okay, yeah.
How big is the stone?
It's really big.
But is it really big?
It's like, I mean, diameter across, you're looking at like, my brain has to do some real quick thinking in my head. Actually, let me just go to the map because I did that for myself. I designed it. Let's see. Hello, I would like my ruler, please.
I would like a ruler, please.
Yeah, you're looking at like 30 feet in diameter. Out of stone.
And? What were you saying about the flowers, Walala?
Oh, they smell like music. I thought maybe you could tell too, because you just mentioned. Why did you mention music?
Because I read music.
Okay, but do you taste the music?
When I'm playing an instrument that goes in my mouth, I guess.
No, but I mean these, and I'm like pointing to the flowers.
No, I do not taste those.
Okay, well, question for the GM.
Yes.
Does each flower taste like a different note of music?
Oh, you're asking the right questions here today.
Science team.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so what I do is I go over to each flower and I like point to one and I'm like, this one tastes like and this one tastes like and this one tastes like Like,
Yeah, impossible.
so I make the music notes.
Yeah.
I indicate what each one tastes like.
I indicate what each one tastes like.
Okay. All right.
This is my favorite.
This is good. This is good. It's a puzzle.
I love this.
How would we play the notes, though?
I don't know. I actually don't play flower music normally.
Okay. Have you tried touching any of them?
No, I specifically have not yet.
Okay.
I was studying them. It was the initial screening phase. But I did I from my screening decide if they were poison, toxic, electrified, sharp, hard, any other sort of dangerous?
They do not seem to be.
Okay.
Nice.
From initial scans, I don't want to promise anything because there's always new things out there to discover. But from my initial scans, they don't seem to be harmful to the touch.
Okay, tell me which one tastes like.
Wait.
I'm gonna start just like touching a flower.
Okay, you're just gonna start touching flowers.
I'm trying to do it in order.
Okay, yeah.
I want art of this. I want Vala like
Just booping flowers.
Trying to play the taste music.
yes.
Okay, so as you boop one of these flowers, it lets out a small chime noise. In the tone that Walala did, which I'm not going to try to.
You don't want to do it? You don't
No,
want
I'm
to
good,
join
thanks.
us? Okay, we continue.
Yeah, okay, so you continue. As you do so, let's come back into the Wicked Wallaby, where Narmad seemed to have made himself quite at home, as he's sitting in one of the chairs, and has like his feet kicked up.
What chair is he in now? I'm not there.
You're not there, but I don't know. Whose chair is he in?
Probably the comfiest, biggest chair, which just might be Vala's.
I need that because I am large. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you are the big person.
I
There's
do
just
think
like
if
a
we got
stool.
like whatever, like space folding chairs, folding chairs in space, not wormhole creating chairs.
No, thank you. Narmaz, will you tell us about how you and all of these folks were captured by the daylight? We are going to hand out some tea and, Vandal, do we have crackers? I have metal shavings for Narmaz, but we wonder if the others would not enjoy consuming the metal shavings.
I imagine that Vandal's coming in, like half of everybody already has tea and is coming in with like charcuterie board or something.
Just whatever I'm leaving it up to you what life on the ship is like. Like, we know what actually I'm gonna just for our own sake, I'll just bring us to the our ship, which is
to our ship.
To a ship map.
Also, we just got a raid from Faye Violin.
Yay!
Hi, Faye! Welcome
Hi, Faye!
in!
Thank you so much for coming in. We're playing Burn Bryte, a TTRPG published by Roll20. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great. I think this is the right map. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Haha. I'm
Yeah,
mad.
this is us.
I remember maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm imagining like in Star Trek where they have the machine that just
The replicator?
yes,
Yes, the replicator.
I got
Awesome.
you.
I imagine there's a tub we have to fill with like. So one of my friends just got a 3D printer,
Okay.
So I'm imagining it's like that, but space
That's fair.
magic.
So what of a weird nutrient paste? You
Yeah,
gotta
and then
put
like the
in.
machine makes it taste good and makes it look like whatever you're expecting it to look like, and
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you definitely you bring this all together, and not as oh right, yeah. I mean, basically we're all on a ship together. We're
What
heading out.
ship? What were you doing? We have so many questions. Sorry, we will stop interrupting.
No, it's quite all right. I mean, having questions is the right thing to getting the right answers eventually. So, anyways, no, we were just I mean, kind of gestures at the large group of civilians. I mean, most of these folks come over from Marthon. We were, I mean, I was going off and doing some business trips. Don't know what a good Z-boy friend over here was doing. But yeah, just we were heading out, and we were just on a normal transport ship, and so all of a sudden, boom, bang, here comes the daylight. And unfortunately, unlike, most of the time, I do like seeing the daylight in terms of like sunrise type stuff. Ain't a fan of it when it comes and tries to burn you up.
We believe that was a funny joke. That was good.
And yeah, it's kind of shrugs. So were you folks just happen to be around on this strange planet and great crossing of fates and paths, or was this something else?
Oh, nonsense. We were sent here on a mission. We
Oh,
are trying to do good deeds. We were sent here by the Adventurers League. That's definitely not what they're called, but we insist on calling them that.
We occasionally do work with the Order of Heroes. You
Mhm.
see.
Same difference. That's what we said.
Randall, the Z-Boy reacts very strongly when you
Positively
say
or
the
negatively?
she seems to shrink. As much as a slug person can.
Yeah, I think Vandal will just casually say, "No, they just asked us. They just let us know that a transport ship had been attacked and there were hostages taken. We're gonna go back to Marthong, and we can help you, help all of you go back to get transport to wherever it is that you were going."
Vandal, we wonder if we did not have a secondary quest with our main quest. And now that we are going back into our memories, we believe there was a scientist. Excuse me, is there a scientist aboard this ship?
Vandal, it is painful to watch this Z-Boy just have absolutely no poker face whatsoever.
So sad.
I'm an Eno. We are raised from birth to have poker face.
Yeah, this Z-Boy, if her golden, like the golden color of her skin has kind of turned into like this like very pale, as if like trying to just fade. Just trying real hard not to be noticed in a very not effective way.
Zevzo, I think we could just send back that we rescued the hostages, but there wasn't a scientist in the group. We'll have to keep looking.
We are a little disappointed, but nonetheless, we have performed a great deed, and our name will go down in the histories of all of these peoples. Right? Looks around at the crowd.
There's like among all the merchants and stuff. There's a lot of like not like, and there's one. So we are very grateful to all of you for stepping in. Don't know what would have happened if they had gone on and did what they were going to do.
Oh, we could explain it in great detail. We have witnessed it.
I think quite all right. Thank you.
Okay.
But no, I mean we did have different destinations, but it's perhaps wise for us to return to Marthon and seek new transport from there. Don't want to burden the rest of you with having to shuttle us everywhere.
That is very true. We believe we are getting compensated for this, so you should not hold on to too much guilt.
Well, just glad that you are getting compensated for this. We, if we had we're more prepared, we'd be able to pay you back immediately. But we can certainly let us show you our gratitude once we settle back on Marthong.
Oh, just never forget that we are called Zevzo, and we believe in safety and now humility.
Yes, thank you, Captain Zevzo. And there's one Alvin who's been talking. This one merchant Alvin, and we'll kind of we'll take your hand, your paw, very 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 gratefully, and shake it in two hands.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Does this Oren also have what we might consider like a Russian-y accent?
Russian-y, sure.
That's the official name. First of all, it's a space accent. It's
well, I'm assuming it's a Marthong accent.
It is. That's how everybody on Marthong talks. Kienna.
Yes, I don't know how to do a Russian accent, so we're just going with vaguely European.
I was just Vandal would just notice, right?
Yes. Yes, yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely, all of these Alrins speak in a very similar accent.
I have a very aristocratic accent.
That is true.
It is true.
But very similar.
Okay. Cool. Tight.
I am not doing a Russian accent. Chat. Don't
if we hit $100.
Oh God.
I think it might have to be a little higher.
If we hit our goal.
Yeah, if we hit our goal, I will attempt a Russian accent on stream.
For all the people from Marthong.
Oh, God. Okay.
There we go.
Yep.
Perfect.
Cool. Love that for me. Cool. Yeah. So, Vandal, you're just like, this is a very unfortunate Z-boy trying really hard to not stand out.
I imagine that Vandal's also like kind of standing in front of the Z-boy now, just like there's nothing to see here. Don't look at this poor creature. This person's having a bad time.
Can I give you like a perception check?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I am not historically very perceptive.
This is going to be a difficulty. I think only a difficulty 2, just because of how, unfortunately, obvious this this C-boy is. Just so unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh no, I see them.
Yeah, she somehow looks more panicked than she did while she was in the middle of being potentially sacrificed.
Vandal, are you familiar with that Zavoy? They seem very friendly. Are you familiar with any scientist? We are searching for one.
No, but our particular guest here seems to still be processing the trauma that has occurred.
They are certainly a lot paler than I believe that they were during the event. That is no good.
Sometimes when the adrenaline wears off, it all hits you at once.
Could we offer you some metal? Metal shavings. We have some in our fanny pack.
I am quite all right, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Yes. And we'll just kind of very uncomfortably shift.
We are called Captain Zevzo. What is your name?
Yes, my name's the thing I have. That is true. Felma Turgonaut. Pleased to meet you, Captain Zevso.
Thank you. Please enjoy your stay aboard my ship, or aboard our ship. If you have any needs, our MI will be more than happy to comply. Well, they might argue, but for the most part, they will.
That's good to know. Thank you. Is there someone somewhere I could go and decompress for a bit?
Vanda,
Van-
what do we think?
You can use my quarters for a second if you need to process. Let me show you to them. Right? I'm gonna walk inside too and like close the door and be like, "You good?"
No. She looks surprised that you're. Yeah, I should be good. In just a moment.
Right. Look, I don't want to pry, but you seem to be reacting poorly to the word scientist, and if you don't want us to take you back, we're not going to.
I think like the antennas kind of like perk up at that. Oh, really?
Yeah.
She looks like, when like someone builds up a scenario in their head and yet like really
Yes.
like, and then when it doesn't pan out that way at all, they're very confused.
She's catastrophizing.
Yeah, that's kind of the level of like confusion that crosses her expression.
Yeah, we could just say we didn't find you. We can say you asked to be dropped off somewhere else. We can work something out. Like, you are clearly in distress about this, and it doesn't have to be like that.
Uh, right, and like very nervously like pushes up her glasses, which has been slowly sliding down.
Perspiration.
And you can't tell them that you saw me, or that you had any inclination of not bringing me back.
Okay, that's fine. We can just say you weren't here. That's fine. That's plausible. You might be still with the daylight. You might have gotten away somewhere along the way. Who knows? It's okay.
You all of you seem so nice. You and like she gets up closer to you, kind of in that like still nervous state.
Mm-hmm.
She shouldn't keep working with them anymore. Haven't you heard what they do with heroes like you?
Toss us into a burn, see what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping to not get tossed into the burn. Also, we're not going to go into the burn to see what happens. We know what happens. You die.
Sorry, I'm just seeing Lauren's reaction. It's killing me.
Wait, did we know that? Because I know that because I mod for another Burn Bryte show, but did we know that? Or does Vandal just know that?
I think Vandal knew that. I'm trying to remember if I told this to y'all. I don't think I did.
That doesn't sound like a thing we knew. So that's why I'm reacting in this way.
I read a lot of the book.
It makes a fuck ton of sense if Vandal knows.
Yeah, no, it makes total sense. I'm gonna say that I don't know that.
Cool. Love that. Yeah, and like she nods her head furiously as much like again this kind of head bobbing up and down.
Yeah.
It's not really a choice sometimes. I always thought it was a volunteer program. You know, you find the right people to think that they would their sacrifice would stop the burn in some way. The same way that it did for our that scientist so long ago, Jacinto Joding. But I saw what they do to the ones that don't want to or comply.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this with me.
Right. I couldn't stay with them with that knowledge, knowing what they were doing to those people who were just helping others, and well, didn't exactly plan to be taken by another cult, but
Yeah, it kind of dodged one sacrifice for another sacrifice there.
Uh.
Not the best luck in the universe.
I have been told I am quite unlucky.
Okay. Look, we'll get to Marthong. You can sort out where you want to go from there. We'll tell them we didn't see you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, you can hang out in here for a little while. You're looking really pale. You're a different shade than when I first saw you. So
I think she looks down and finally sees herself.
yeah.
I've never been one very good at keeping my composure.
No, I wouldn't guess. But you take your time. I'm just gonna take care of the other guests, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Let me know if you need anything.
Right, will do.
I'm gonna come back. I'll chill, like I didn't just have a discussion about how we might get sacrificed. It's fine.
Sebso's there, like starry eyes, still looking at Narmaz, like.
Yeah, Narmaz is having telling a big story about what is a big story about an exploit in his past. I don't know. He's done a lot of he's been telling stories about a lot of different crimes he's done. Many crimes, so many.
Wow.
So many.
What a guy.
What an amazing dude. What a role model.
Mm-hmm.
The best.
We love this guy, that's for sure. He's welcome on our ship.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
All right. And as this, let's pop back outside as Vala and Walala are booping the flowers to make music. So as you boop the flowers to make music, you slowly start to build this song, this music based off of what notation you're able to kind of pick out from the carvings. And as you finish it, you watch as the carvings start to glow that same blue that the flowers are. And the light seems to kind of beam upwards, and you watch as they seem to be angled in different directions, and they all converge and create up in this dark canopy that is this giant jungle, a galaxy map. But not one of the Alaxas as you know it. Much larger, great expanses of planets and stars far beyond the limits and edges of the Alaxas as you know it nowadays. You see different writings, as if labeling planets or systems, but written in a language that you do not understand.
Does Eva?
Eva's still in the ship, and I think
Is
she's
she?
hiding because there were guests.
I don't know.
There were
anything
many
about-
people. There were
yeah.
so many people
We
inside
made sure
now.
that door was closed, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that like Eva's shy to begin with normally, but also she's been like she just wants to be alone. Yeah, because
respect
Malala
it.
invited her out, but she was like
Oh,
too
okay.
shy.
Okay.
There's a lot of things happening out
All
there.
right.
I'm cool.
I'm not a pet person, so
Which is why I called Cam, right?
Yes,
that's why
yes,
why
yes.
Cam came out.
it's all coming back to me.
It's all coming back. So like, oh my god, what's Vala doing? Because Malala's freaking the fuck out.
Vala's just looking up silently.
Vala, I'm gonna start like Vala.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing
Yep.
right
Yep.
now?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This is so far beyond anything we know.
Okay. Should we what should we do? Should we take a picture?
Cam, like, Cam, I need you to take every kind of infrared photo ray, every kind of photo you can take. I need a complete diagnostic of this layout, please.
Yeah. Cam has a little bit of struggle because it is above. So it's this kind of weird maneuvering that this camera has to do to kind of like be like, am I totally sideways and upside down to take this? But yeah, you watch as the googly eyes go wild as starts to put things together.
Does anything look familiar? I mean, without the burn, I guess it would just be so different.
Yeah, it's just so much bigger. Like there's so much of this galaxy, but you see almost like in the very like off center, by a little bit, you're like, maybe that's Marthong. It's really hard to tell, and it's like it has somewhat familiar like planet star formation, but it seems closer and farther away from other systems that you're familiar with around it, which is strange.
Yeah. Okay, are there any other scientific tests we need to do?
I mean, I already took Cam took photos of the tablet, the stone. So we have photos of that. We analyzed the flowers, so we have that. And now Cam is still taking as many photos as their database will allow to make sure we can analyze this. So, I mean, I don't know what else should we do? I kind of want to get back to my lab and start studying.
Yeah, is there anything on the map that looks different, like marked?
Yeah. As you look a little closer, and you're starting to kind of piece together what systems are a little familiar to you, at least. You see what, and I'm actually going to push this over to the Alexis map because that will help me here. This will help me explain
There we
here.
go.
So around this area, there appears to be a system that you've never seen before.
Ooh.
And the Cavabel asteroid belt isn't there.
Did it go?
Is the asteroid belt made of something that used to exist there? Oh my god.
That definitely sticks out to you.
Uh-huh. Do we know just like where the asteroid belt came from? Like
There's no real like scientific talk about what it's kind of like it assumes just like it formed over time. Generally, asteroids form out of space debris essentially. Happens when star stuff and planets and moons and all that stuff erode or change, and oftentimes they kind of get stuck into a gravitational area, essentially not necessarily strong enough to pull together into a planet, but to just kind of stick in this one area, and converge among here. Yeah. And you do know, as I've talked about before, the Kappa Belt asteroid fields are very resource rich, and it's a point of political tension for basically every single faction because of its resources, and that people want in on that, and it's all neutral, and because it's technically neutral territory, a lot of fights break out about getting access to those resources. So it's a conflict-heavy area. You would definitely know this, Vala, just because of how close the Kappa Belt asteroid belt is to Marthong. And yeah, that's general knowledge, is that you generally don't want to go there. Like, it's generally not a place you would casually go to.
Vala, we have to go there.
well, there is kind of here.
But that's so different. We have to go see why it changed.
Yeah, is it possible now that I've got an idea, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Is it possible to figure out where that planet was? Was it like we're right on top of it?
I think you're this. So basically, as you're looking at where Marthong is, and you're like, that's not quite right. Looking at the rest of where the Heart Worlds are, it doesn't quite fit. You think Marthong was actually closer up here at one point, and this other system was right here.
Okay.
So you're thinking that you're a little farther away because Marthong is
Farther
not there
away.
Okay.
anymore.
The thing we're seeing that's not there right now is around here-ish?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So conceivably, Vala's a pilot. I'm not, but I could point us in the direction and like I could do math. I could do math.
Vala, we could do math together.
We could do math together. We're both so good at math. So, yeah. Okay.
You
Great.
think if you had enough time,
Yes,
and enough enough time and resource to sort this out, you think you could probably get a pretty good estimate as to where this system was.
awesome. Okay, how do we turn it off?
You're not sure. There's no real off button here.
Touch a random flower.
It just chimes at you.
Oh. We have to go backwards. We have to do it backwards, Walala. Which one goes, ah?
I repoint them out.
Yeah. You slowly go backwards, and as you turn it off,
Yes.
you watch as the light fades, and this map is no longer here.
Walala, we are so smart.
This is the closest anyone on the ship has come to doing science with me. I'm like looking at you with like very near hearts in my eyes.
All 6 of them.
All of my big beautiful eyes blink on my big head.
We have bonded.
Oh, thank you so much for the bondage.
And we leave.
Okay. Vala, Are you trying at all to hide?
Where? Let me. Where is he? Where is he?
Smack dab
Is he
in the
in my
middle
ship?
of
He's in my chair.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
He's in your
Okay.
chair.
No, then. No, I'm not hiding.
Okay.
I'm a very smart woman, and I'm not hiding.
Let me just grab the token so that I can
Sure.
just have
Let
this
me
here.
see him. Let me see him.
Love these tokens. Oh yeah, part of the Burn Bryte starter pack is having these lovely tokens.
Uh-huh. They
Big
are
fan.
beautiful.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
too could have the Burn Bryte starter pack.
if when we hit $100 for
Oh, that's
code
true.
2040,
Wow.
and
Wow.
I'll put our Z-Boy friend away.
Yeah, just pick one of the rooms. I don't remember how we allotted them.
Just
Yeah, there we
hiding.
go.
just vibing in the corner.
Just
Yeah.
having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so cute.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. That's the ship.
So when we come on, at first I've forgotten that he's here. But then when I see him in my chair, that's just the last straw. Did you just draw my chair?
yeah.
Wow.
Incredible.
Beautiful purple chair.
Look at that chair.
Wow. Much chair. Wow.
I'm honestly
On
impressed.
Research Street.
Yeah.
It's not easy to draw with a mouse.
Yeah.
Hey, this just cracks me up.
So yeah. Vala sees him and at first was gonna duck back behind the secret cargo, but then sees him in her chair, and then
With his legs kicked up onto the table.
no, I eat there. I storm in, all 6'4"
Yeah.
of me. I'm
Uh-huh.
just
That's the table.
looking so angry, still probably glowing a little.
He looks completely not like nonchalant as he's in the middle of telling a story and then he looks up at you,
Uh-huh.
tilts his head for a sec, and then like that grin widens again.
Ugh.
Oh, aren't you the Stalabralta kid?
You are familiar with our allies? Narmaz, wow. Wow.
Why, yes, actually, I do business with her dad. He's my anchoring contact back over at Marsan.
Huh. We are processing. This is a lot of information to receive at once.
Oh, what's the
Vandal will notice that Vala's hand is twitching and it's near her sword.
That's
That's my chair.
Oh, no wonder it's so comfy.
Get out of my chair.
All right. Kind of stand up. It's not even like a stand, like a proper standing up. It's like, you know, when someone just kind of whoops up, like, without even doing like the knee bend up.
weird.
Very weird because he doesn't follow gravity.
Right.
Right?
Regular biology.
Rude.
You may use our stool if you would like.
I'm happy to take whatever seats available. Clearly, didn't realize there was a whole etiquette here.
We were unclear as well. We have never sat on Vala's chair.
What's
I'm shaking out the cushion.
passive aggressive?
You know what? I'm making sure he hasn't bugged the cushion. I don't trust him.
Oh, that's a really good point.
Perception?
Here, yes.
Yes, perfect. And then I get a Nova point, motherfuckers. I
difficult-
haven't been fishing this whole episode.
That's great. Also, gotta keep track of mine.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
difficulty 3.
3.
You're just too busy, like,
I'm so angry.
you're doing, like, the really pointed, like, pointed stare.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. I got my Nova point. So I can
You did.
blow him
Yeah.
up.
I didn't realize there was such history here.
I
Yeah,
don't
well,
have history. I never even studied it, so.
You've certainly grown up a bit since I last saw you, Miss Celebalta. How long it's
Share
been since I've
stories?
actually seen you in person? A few years now?
Yes, I believe I was only 5'11" last time.
You were going through military school, weren't you?
Young Vala.
Yes, young Vala was exactly the same as Vala now and has never had any other ideals, so we don't need to talk about it.
Okay,
Probably.
we believe you. That sounds right.
Right, I'm sensing some vibes here. Why don't you help yourself to some tea as well? Vandal was so kind to brew him up.
Vandal, you made him tea?
Vala, there's guests on our ship. We're
There's
gonna
like an
treat them with
audience.
respect.
Oh no, there's an audience. She starts blushing, and she glows brighter.
Look, let me get you your favorite. Have a seat. It's been a lot, and we can get off this planet.
Guy whispering to Vandal's kitty ear. Don't tell him what my favorite tea is.
I'll just give it to you. It's fine.
Okay. And she
Go.
sits.
Punch it into the machine instead of using the voice activation. It's fine.
She sits and then she goes, "So, how is Thropo?"
Well, your dad's doing just fine. I mean, business been good. I mean, sometimes talks about how you don't write home or anything, but I mean, I was a little surprised to see you around here.
I'm just doing stuff. So,
They are a wonderful pilot.
thank you.
A pilot now, huh?
Yes.
And even in the stool, somehow he looks like he's like kickbacks and relaxes. Weird
So
gravity.
you don't have a
defying
spine.
bullshit.
Yeah?
What happens when you're able to fly? Pilot, huh? Pilot on the wake of Wallaby. So I've heard from your good captain here. Had quite some exploits.
We have shared our greatest adventures with Normaz.
Yes, yes. Ha. Sometimes we, save people's lives, and sometimes we regret it. It's a wild life.
Yes.
The pointed comments seem to just go right over his head, or he chooses to ignore it. You're unsure which one it is.
Bring you your tea.
Thank you.
Make
It's-
idle conversation with the other passengers.
It's not
I cannot
shaky.
diffuse this tension.
It's very...
At this point, Max just walks in, and Max has a habit of walking in the most efficient way that they can, which means very strange passing because it's just whatever passing is the most efficient to get from one place to another. They're still not used to the fact that they actually have to move from one place to another. You go, well, I believe that your mission is successful. Are we heading back to the Order of Heroes or elsewhere?
We were gonna head to Marthong, Max, if that's okay.
Wait, why?
We had the whole conversation about putting Narmaz at his destination, helping everyone find the places they were gonna go.
Oh, yes. Is Marthon closer than the Order of Heroes?
Yes.
You
Yes.
wonder?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
So we are going to Marthong now. That's good. That's
Yes,
we
new
said
plan.
we weren't, but we are.
We're
Ah.
just gonna drop people off and then we're gonna head out.
We are doing good deeds and they will tell everybody so we can be humble.
Yes, our communications radio, our long range one is password protected, right?
Yes, of course.
Nobody could use it. Didn't have permission. Sip.
This is true.
I think
You're
Max
very secure
looks
here.
at you, Valo, with like the Marthon thing. Are you sure? I believe that Marthon was on one of the do not fly to lists.
One of the many that I have made.
Those lists are very long.
They
We
are.
have not kept track of all of them.
No.
What was our reason for not traveling there? Because it would be our true honor to be able to return our hero, our idol, to the place of their designation.
Who are you talking about?
Narmaz, of course. We have looked up to them ever since we were but a small larva.
This explains much. Marthong, they do not like outsiders there. But
Oh, we can dress up. Vala, you and I have gone under disguise. We can do
Yes.
this again.
Yes, okay.
Well, Ala floofs it at this point over to Vala and is like, and also, Vala, if we head over that way, then we can start to...
Oh gosh, you're so. I just love you so much, Walala. I love you.
Look, I think our guests are comfortable enough that we could step away for a moment to discuss our next plans.
Oh,
Yes.
we can go to the piloting break. Normaz, please wait kindly for us. We will come back and return all the news to you.
Max, you should stay here and make sure our guests are comfortable here in this room.
I am not designed to bring comfort to anyone.
That is,
That's a comfort in and of
Wow.
itself sometimes.
You and me both, Max. You and me
Wow.
both.
Wow.
Do great at it, Max.
Excuse us, everyone.
You still holding me? I just squished in Vala's strong arms in my noodle body.
I just like one of your legs.
Yeah. As you get to the pilot, I think you see this like soft shimmer as Eva just like pops up from invisibility on the on the dashboard.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eva. I assumed you had been in Walala's room.
I was, but then you all came back, and there was a lot going on. I could sense a lot. It's best, and like kind of points at you and with her little paw at you, Vala. There's a lot of
What?
Yeah.
mental energy coming from you.
Thank
So I
you.
wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah, she's psychic. Remember, everyone?
I know because I'm psychic. Okay. Okay. So, there's probably a bug on me. I'm sure there's a bug on me. I really...
Oh, do you think that Narmaz has left you with one of him?
Yes.
Would you like us to check for you? We would love
Yes.
to meet them.
Yes. Get it off of me.
Would you like me to check for a bug that belongs to
Yes.
another person?
Yes.
In the quite literal sense?
I feel like
Yes.
Zevzo is particularly suited for this exact task.
Yes. This is good.
Yeah, okay. So, considering you're a Ronin, I am going to reduce this difficulty down to 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you know your shit.
Yes.
I don't know what to argue, really. Perception, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't super need to roll that, but I will roll it because I want to find a bug.
Yes.
I found
Yeah.
a bug, if there is one.
Get that off me.
They're Vala looks very clean. No bug.
Narmaz is not on you. We have confirmed.
I'm glad. I'm glad we have confirmed this.
Okay. I would ask everyone to remove their clothing, but that's for private time. So, listen. I don't trust that man. That is a bad man. He is a bad, bad man, and I want him off of my ship. Your ship.
As a
Yeah,
group.
our ship.
I mean, we signed the deed to
Yes.
take ownership, but
Okay.
we understand the sentiment.
Mm-hmm.
Ship that we're currently sharing.
Just, I would not put it past him to maybe try and give a heads up to the people on the Marthong that, we're coming. Just like any random people on Marthong.
Is that not ideal? He could secure a arms deal with us. We have that stake that we must deposit immediately and acquire as many funds as possible so as not to have the daylight upon us.
Or, you've told us they don't like outsiders.
Mm.
He could make it so that we can land and help the other passengers get to where they're going. They were taken hostage, and they don't want to be here any more than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I hadn't realized you had such strong opinions about
I have
this.
strong opinions about everything. So.
Fair. Super fair.
Okay.
I had figured it would be the easiest way to get everyone off the ship and go back
To some stuff that Walala and I need to tell you all about when he is very well and good off the ship first.
And I have some things to tell you
Oh, good.
all when everything's settled. So
All right.
I figured, now I understand that might not be something you're comfortable with, but we do have all these hostages to take somewhere.
Well, they're not hostages anymore.
They are
They're
no
not hostages anymore. They are in recovery from being hostage.
All right. We will. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go to Marthong, because that sounds... I mean, wait, weren't we supposed to take them back to the Order of the Heroes? What's going on?
correct. Marthon is closer. We have decided that this is what's best. Plus, we were not able to locate the scientist. We screamed aboard the ship and there were no scientists. We worried that one might have been killed already.
One of our guests also expressed a preference to not be dropped off at the Order of Heroes. So,
Why?
Marthong satisfies everyone.
They're heroes.
It's for discussion for later.
You don't want to just hang out with heroes? I think of us as heroes in a way. Or...
We're our own heroes, but we could get more into the details after. We've dropped everyone off, and it's just us, and the ship is completely clean and full and empty of any strangers.
Okay. Well, good. We will tell Narmaz that he should tell some folks on Marthong we're coming so we don't get, shot.
Yes. We will also
Great.
try to secure a buyer for the steak.
Great. Good. Good.
This sounds like a wonderful plan, though we do lament that we have nothing interesting to share with you all. It seems like you all have secrets in which must be told at a time of extreme secrecy, and we have none. Well, we could share the one time that we had a stuffy that was in the shape of Narmaz, and, we would sleep
I
with
don't
them,
want to
but...
know that.
Okay, that is the only thing we have to share.
I'm really glad you've gotten to meet your hero, Zevzo.
We are as well, thank you. We are thinking of asking him to sign our wall.
I must go.
Okay.
Well, Vala, do you mind showing off your exceptional piloting skills and taking us off this terrible planet?
I wouldn't say this planet is terrible. I'd say it's amazing.
It's super oxygenated and we can't breathe outside for too long.
I mean,
Right.
that's true, but there's a lot of cool stuff here.
I think even doing a barrel roll would not bring me cheer, but I shall. And I walk away.
Well, and then we look a little confused because we're all standing in the...
Are we?
Yeah.
We're all in the...
I walk away to my chair. My other chair.
Fair.
And the chairs are slightly farther away.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
there we
Like,
go.
ooh.
Okay. And y'all can take off from this planet and head towards Marthong. And I think that's where we're going to end today's episode. Woo! Lots of interesting information, lots of puzzle solving, fun times from the past, because, the past will
We
catch up to you
love
eventually.
it. We love that for us.
All right, let's go over and say hello to all of our wonderful people. Tell us who they are, where we can find them on the internet, all that good stuff. Let's start off with B. Hello, B.
Hello. I have been 100,000 bugs in the shape of a wallaby, also known as B Zelda. I'm a podcaster, member of the Broadswords. Every other Monday, we released episodes that are available anywhere you listen to podcasts. As a regular TTRPG streamer, you can catch me and Jess on Roll20 every Tuesday streaming. This week, we have a Companion's Tale coming up, which I am very excited to watch. I also stream a heck bunch. Wednesdays, I am here playing my wallaby captain. Fridays, I play as a bear in space who is also full of chaos. And on Sunday, I play on the Kobold Press channel where I am a minotaur whose only ideal is fashion. And afterwards, I can be found on the Cute Times channel where I am a robot who loves plants and is also getting angry. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. What a fair thing to say. All right, let's go over to Sam. Hello, Sam.
Hi, when I'm not here playing Burn Bryte, I am a photographer and a tarot card reader, and you can find me at Sam Undomiel on Twitter or Instagram or most places. And I'm really excited about a robot that's getting angry.
I play such pacifists, so it's a big deal for me.
Ah, yes, much pacifist.
Great,
Wow.
I'm so pacifist. Ugh.
All right, let's go over to Jess. Hello, Jess.
Hi, my name is Jess. You can find me at go_JG in pretty much all the places online. You can come hang out with me over on my Twitch Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays usually, where I play a wide variety of video games. Everything cute and queer and sometimes shooty. A little bit of everything. Come hang out with me here. And this freaking, oh my god, this every Wednesday we do awesome stuff in space and apparently find space secrets and adventures, and sometimes there are space smooches. Just saying, if you didn't if you're here for the first time and you haven't encountered, there are space smooches on this channel. You can hang out with me and B over on Roll20 on Tuesdays. They just did an amazing game of Passion de las Pasiones that was absolutely wild, and I'm really excited that next week we are doing Companion's Tale. So yeah, come hang out in all the places.
Yay. And let's go over to Lauren. Hello, Lauren.
Hello, I'm Lauren. I'm that salty ginger on Twitter and the salty half of this channel. You can find me here on Saturdays running our Pulp Cthulhu Masks of Nyarlathotep game at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. It's a real good time. We're going to a party. We have a special guest, Hans, who's amazing. Also, you can check out our podcast in collaboration with our friends at Off the Table, Missing Annie Lee. It's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's wherever you find podcasts. If you like things like Twin Peaks, if you like things like It, if you like tabletop role-playing actual plays, it's a real good time. Check it out. That's it for me.
Yay! And I'm Kienna. I was your GM today. You can find me over on Twitter at Kienna S. If you want to see what else I'm doing. But otherwise, I'm mostly just here on the channel. It's one half of Salty Sweet Games here. I'm the sweet part. Yeah, we've just got Masks of Nyarlathotep. We've got Missing Annie Lee. And yeah, we've got some new projects that we're starting to pull together. So keep an eye on us. But yeah, basically, thank you again to Roll20 for co-producing and sponsoring this show. We can't do this without them. They're amazing. We love them. Our virtual tabletop of choice. Thank you again to everyone who tuned in, all that good stuff, and supported the stream in whatever way you can. If you haven't ever missed an episode or want to rewatch one, we upload our VODs, both to our YouTube, Salty Sweet Games, and to the Roll20 YouTube. So go check out both of those channels, subscribe, because we both have awesome content that we release there. And of course, make sure to follow us on Twitter. We announce when we go live, whether it's with our regular series like this one, or with, when we feel like doing video games, one-shots, all that stuff. And where we do our weekly faction polls for Against the Stars. So keep an eye on there, follow us, all that good stuff. That's it for us tonight. So we're going to sign off. Thank you again, everyone, for hanging out with us. And we'll see you in the Lax Galaxy next week.
Wave bye, everybody. Goodbye.